You guys get to see my boyfriend's knee. Okay, pick a prompt.
Which one's got the most smut?
Okay. And I'm not trying to buy 100 new books.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be picking my February TBR. If you don't know what a TBR means, that stands for to be read. So the books that are on my list to read in February, we're gonna pick today. But as a way to make this fun, I had you all on Instagram and in my book club write different prompts for me, and then I wrote them all down and I put them in this little Valentine's Day box. So I figured I could pick a prompt from this box, read it, and then try to see if I can get any of my current books on my bookshelf to match with that prompt, and then I will read those books this month. A few prompt examples that you guys gave me. One was like a book with a dog on the cover. Another was a book that I think will make me happy. Another example is a book with a dark and moody cover. So just a bunch of different ideas of different books that I could select. Now I do have a list of books that I want to read this year, and my goal is to try my best to stick to that list as opposed to just buying random books and potentially wasting money on books that I might not enjoy, or just that I feel like I'm only buying to film for a video. Like, I want to read for enjoyment and etc. And I'm trying to save money. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys all of the books that I do have on my physical TBR. And then there are some books that I have on my Kindle and etc. So those could always qualify for this as well. Okay, so these are all of the books that are on my physical TBR, and what that means is these are books that I have bought and have physical copies of, but I have not read yet. So in January, I read a total of 6 books, and the last 2 books I read were the Crescent City series, book 1 and book 2, and those books are each 800 pages, so those are really long. The first book that I absolutely will be reading in February, and I'm actually already almost finished with it. So by the time this video goes live, I will definitely be done with this book. And that is the 3rd Crescent City book, House of Flame and Shadow. So this one obviously is going to be on my February TBR because I'm going to finish it today. And then the other book that will absolutely be on my TBR is Archer's Voice, because that is my book club pick for February. So let's do 6 prompts to select my next books. But first, I want to show you guys all of the physical copies of the books that I do have. So the first one is this book, How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. This is about a girl named Tiger. She is in high school and she has lost her mother. So I know that this book is a lot about grief and just finding your way in life without her mom. And then this book is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This is a sci-fi thriller type book, I think. And it's about this guy named Jason, and he wakes up one day and he is living a completely different life than the one that he thought. So I think that is really cool. Of Deathless Shadows, honestly, I have no idea what this book is about, but it's written by the same author who wrote The Fabric of Our Souls, and I gave that book 5 stars, so I just immediately chose this book. Next, I do have a physical copy of Divine Rivals. My friend Tiffany gave me this book for Christmas. This is a fantasy romance about 2 rivaling journalists. I just picked up this book because I saw that it was going viral on social media, and the cover is just absolutely stunning. This is called When the Moon Hatched, and all that I know is that there are dragons in this book. Literally, that's all I know about it, but it looks beautiful and I just had to have a print copy of it. Where We Belong by Ennis Perkins. I've talked about this book multiple times here on my channel. This is about Lexi and Finn. Lexi is a gymnast, it's a romance, and I am currently halfway done with it. The next one that I have is Credence by Penelope Douglas. This is a very spicy, taboo type of romantic book, but I love Penelope Douglas. This one has actually been sitting on my shelf for a really long time, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up to read yet. Broken Bonds. This is book 1 in the Bonds That Tie series, and from what I have been told, this is a very, very spicy and just fun romantasy series. And then I have book 3 in the One of Us is Lying trilogy. This book is called One of Us is Back by Karen M. McManus, and I actually have a signed copy of this book, so I just thought that was really fun. Now, also books that I want to read this year that I want to put in the pool for today's video, but I don't have print copies of, are Bride, which is a new release by Ali Hazelwood. It's a paranormal romance, and that's all that I know. Manacled, which just looks incredible. It's a fan fiction about the Harry Potter world if Voldemort won. So if Harry didn't win, if Voldemort won, what happens after? The next is Try Six Venom, which is also a Penelope Douglas book, and that is on my TBR because they have another book that is releasing this summer that is related to that world. Also on my TBR list would also be Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, just because it is February, it's the month of love, and I just think that book looks really good. And then also Where's Molly, which is H.D. Carlton's new release that is coming out February 16th. Okay, I am so excited because now we are going to pick 6 different prompts and choose the books for them. So I'm gonna shake it up and put my hand in. Okay, I chose my first prompt. I wrote these really small so you guys won't be able to see them, but this one says, a book with flowers, leaves, or trees on the cover. We might have a few for this. Okay, so this one could work because there's a flower right there. This could work because there are trees. This could also work because there are trees right here. Oh my gosh, this one could work too because there's leaves and flowers. Oh my gosh, okay, and then there are also, looks like plants and leaves on this cover too. So, okay, we're gonna have to narrow it down between all of these books. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose another prompt and then I'm gonna see which one of these books fits that prompt the best. But now I have to choose only between these books. Okay, we're gonna choose one more prompt. Okay, a book under 300 pages. 427 pages, so this one is out. 347 pages, this one is out. I already know this one is like 700 pages, so that one is out. This one is 377 pages? Oh no! Over 400 pages. I'm struggling, and then this book is 400 pages. Gosh darn, okay, so none of those are gonna work. Okay, we're gonna try this again. So let me pick the next prompt, and we have a book with a 1-word title. Credence. A book with 5 words in the title. A book with 5 words in the title. Perfect! One of Us is Back. Okay, so we have our next book in the TBR. So One of Us is Back. Okay, you guys, so I think I'm going to keep this prompt since I did pull it out. It's a book under 300 pages because I was looking at all of the books on my TBR, and the only book that I think is under 300 pages is Where's Molly by H.D. Carlton, and that is a new release coming out in February, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that one to my February TBR as well. A book being turned into a TV show or movie. I think I read somewhere that, where's my phone? That Dark Matter is being turned into a TV show, but let me check. Okay, so I was right. Dark Matter is an upcoming American science fiction television series created by Blake Crouch based on his 2016 novel of the same name, and it looks like it's going to be on Apple TV. So we're gonna go ahead and add Dark Matter to the list. Okay, this is so exciting. We have 2 more books to pick. I hope you guys are having fun with this like I am, because I'm having a blast. And this is just such a fun way to pick the books that I'm going to be reading. A book set in high school. And I have the perfect book for this, actually. How to Make Friends with the Dark. I'm almost positive this is set in high school. I'm going to assume that she is high school age only because Kathleen Glasgow's other books, her characters are high school age. And also this book could very easily work for that prompt as well. One of Us is Back. So I think I'm just gonna add that book, How to Make Friends with the Dark, to the list too. I have all of my prompts in a little bucket, and you pick one and then,
What's a prompt?
For example, a book with a dog on the cover, or a book about a love story, or a book that you think will make you happy, a book with a yellow cover, like different ideas, and then you pick one, and then you try to like pick books that are on your shelf or on your Kindle that relate to those prompts, and those are the books that you read.
Thigh shot? A little thigh action?
Yeah, a little thigh shot in today's video. You guys get to see my boyfriend's knee. Okay, pick a prompt.
Oh, I guess it's that one.
Okay, Eric picked one that said, a book with a season in the title. Oh, I don't know if I have one.
Oh, man.
Oh, I just don't think it works for any of the books that I currently own, and I'm not trying to buy 100 new books.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Alright, pick another.
Either pick another, or of these ones on the floor, pick one.
Which one's got the most smut?
Probably, I heard this one, Broken Bonds.
Broken Bonds, it is.
Okay. So Eric picked a smutty book for me, Broken Bonds. All right, you guys, so we have my 8 books that are going to be on my February TBR. So quickly, let's go over them. So I'm going to be finishing this book, Crescent City, House of Flame and Shadow. I strongly think that I'm going to finish this book today. And then I have my book club pick, which is Archer's Voice. And then following that, we had a book. The prompt was a book with one word in the title. And so that is going to be Credence by Penelope Douglas. Another prompt was a book set in high school. So that is going to be One of Us is Back. Oh, and then another book that fits the prompt of being in high school is this one, How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. And this book has also been on my shelf for a long time. So I'm excited that it's finally on my TBR for February and giving me like a reason to read it. And then we also have a book that is being turned into a TV show or movie. And that is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. We had our pick from Eric, and that is Broken Bonds. And I'm excited because this is also book 1 in a series. And then also, a book under 300 pages was a prompt as well. And for that, I picked Where's Molly by H.D. Carlton. Okay, so these, if I can lift them all up right here, are all of the books that are on my February TBR. I am so excited for this month of reading. I think it's going to be very fun and all over the place. We have some fantasy, we have romance, we have some sci-fi and thriller, we have some young adult. So I am really, really excited about the variety of books that we will be reading, and I hope that you guys stick around for some reading vlogs coming soon. And since I went through a lot of the prompts, if you guys have any other prompts that you'd like to see in future videos, please let me know and I can add them to my little bucket. But thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because I would love to see you again in future videos. I hope that you all are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!